Joe Roberts here with House to Play, here to talk about the condo market on the Lake of the Ozarks and what you may need to know before deciding to make one a rental. Now, if you're out shopping for a rental, you may look at the condos and see the lower price point and say, hey, they're centrally located. This seems to be a good way to get exposure to the short-term rental market on the Lake of the Ozarks. Maybe, but there's a couple of things you need to know. Number one, there are often condo fees that go into thousands of dollars, and that can really take away some of the savings you get from the lower price point. Number two, the condos significantly underperform the houses on the Lake of the Ozarks, and let me show you what I'm talking about. Now, the tool I use to get all the data on the lake rentals is called AirDNA, and they've recently added a bunch of new features that really make it easy to narrow down what's performing on the lake and what's not. One of my favorite features is they added a filter by apartment, and why this will pick up some actual apartments on the lake. The vast majority of this will be the condos. So before I do that, though, I want to call your attention that there are over 5,000 listings in the Lake of the Ozarks area, and they average about $41,000 a year in rental revenue. But watch what happens when we apply the apartment. You go from over 5,000 listings to just over 2,000 listings, but that is a lot of listings for just condos. So over half of the market, almost half of the market, is just condo listings alone. Notably, the average revenue for the condos is $27K. That's 35% less than the houses. That is significant, and there's a lot of data out there to support this. The AirDNA data is not perfect. However, it is pretty reflective, and the more listings there are, the more accurate it gets. So I say with pretty good confidence that if you're renting a condo, you're probably struggling a little bit more than someone with a house. And sometimes you condo owners don't do yourself any favors, because when I look at some of these listings, I see here, let's zoom into a popular part of the lake here. And look at this. You have a picture of the pool, picture of the pool, picture of the outside of the condo, picture of the outside of the condo. If you're a guest and you have a short attention span, what most of them do, how do you decide which one of these to actually click on? So if you're renting a condo, you got your work cut out for you. You can succeed. I don't want to say you can't succeed. And it goes a long way to get things set up correctly and get a system in place so you can start getting consistent good reviews from guests and really start to outperform the competition. And that's what I help with. I help new hosts to get started. That is the hardest part of getting an Airbnb, is just getting it set up, getting the right picture up front, making sure the calendar with Verbo is synced. There's a fair amount of system work involved. Luckily, that's what I did my entire life, is put in IT systems. So this translates very well to the Airbnb industry for me. So if I can help you out, help your new listing get up, let me know. I'd be happy to help you.